Oh, E.G. Decker. I was just unexpectedly broken up with my girlfriend of 2 years. I believe that two great people can be not meant for each other. I knew this day would have to come eventually, but it still feels completely hopelessly terrible. Do you have any sage wisdom on how to move on? Oh god, I am so sorry, Decker. That is never fun to deal with. Although, fall that is. Let me just shoot this guy in the eye real fast. Boom! Kadoosh! You know, Decker, for you, I'm going to tell a story. A story that I always think about when times are going rough. So not too long ago, my grandfather died. And I really, really adored my grandfather. Like, he and my grandma, my mom basically raised me. I would stay with my grandparents while my mom worked. And he was on his, his last few days. Flew back to Kansas City to be with him. And it's hard to see that someone that you really care about, and just knowing they only have a few days left to live, just dying. This music's a little too grim for this story. Let me go ahead and alt-tab out of this. There we go. Whew, that's better. And, I remember, at one point my brother and I were hungry, and Nick was like, Mom, can we just borrow your car to get some food? I went to a Chipotle. This is the closest thing. I love Chipotle. And I remember eating that burrito in the midst of really just being in just terrible sadness. And I remember how unbelievably delicious that burrito tasted. And I remember how incredibly good the Corona I got with that burrito was. It was just one of the most incredible and wonderful tastes. And, despite the fact that this very sad, very tragic thing was happening, it still didn't change the fact that I could enjoy the shit out of this burrito so much. So, Mr. Decker, though you might be in that sort of miserable, sad, rough spot, never forget that all these other wonderful things still exist. Please remind yourself of how great an experience is when it happens. And there's nothing wrong with just sitting there with your sadness and continuing to sit there with your enjoyment too. So, it hurts, but all the wonderful things that existed in the world before, they still exist. Perhaps a little heavier of an answer than you expected, but it's going to be okay, man. You're going to get through it. It's going to be awesome. Everything is going to be unbelievably awesome. Just gotta wait for it. Dorag777 says, I enjoyed that story so much, Sean. It all comes down to food somehow. Just kidding. That's so funny. I should really turn that into, oh my god, you had a horrible tragedy, so someone you know and love died. Well, just, get a donut, man. Get your donut, man. It's just be really callous about everything.